Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone-Pickens Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. So Oklahoma State's offense who will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll run for it on third and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Makes a move. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Texas Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Complete. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And the Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Under fire. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Now well within striking distance. This is a 3rd down play. Gets him a first at the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after.
Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off a defender. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Running inside. It's Dickey. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Fires to the wideout. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dickey. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Took it all the way back to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Snatches it on the right. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Cowboys. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Dickey. Got enough for the first. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give out of the gun.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He gets it to the 34-yard line with excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Between the uprights, it's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the number 11 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Scarlet Knights in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And the Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Hammond. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Oh, will he dial up on second and a long way to go. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Dickey. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the 1st down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the court.
Might have a chance. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Dickey. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On the left side, here's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Buying some time. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give on the counter. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Cowboys will use their 1st timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Now on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? There's some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You know what's great about rivalry games?
Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one.
A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And the Bears will kick off first, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Red Raiders offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Dickey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
So Baylor's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to correct.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Bears will line up to punt it away. Pulls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Got a man, it's Lee. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Trying to run, it's Dickey. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Flagway on the play action. Caught over the middle. It's Klopfenstein.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Bring in the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running inside. It's Dickey. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. There's a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. The give on the counter. Got a little space. Makes it past the marker. He's piled up 65 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large. He's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. In the red area, it's Dickey. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside. It's Dickey. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go play action with Flagway. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Flagway wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Hammond. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. From the red zone, it's Dickey. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the North Dakota State Bison. And it's the Huskies able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12. And now back to your game in Waco. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running inside. It's Turner. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that
right down the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Maybe some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Play fake Lagway. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Sticky. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Using his legs, it's Sticky. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Keep it on the ground. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lagway to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. Could not make his way to the corner. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Got room to maybe a crease. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hand off to Joyner. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Williams. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Now on the option. Keeps it on 1st down. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The run inside. It's Turner. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Bears will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Joyner again. Finding some room. Oh, he got loose. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
A run for the quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Joyner. Got enough for the 1st. He's loose down the middle. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the counter. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense has the ball first today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his big tight end. And tackled there by the defense. The Horned Frogs in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So Texas Tech's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to...
Got a little grass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Red Raiders are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick shovel pass. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They are controlling the ball, 9th play of the drive. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Working on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Breaks into the open.
he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make something happen. Crosses to 35. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Payne. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. Looking to throw for it. He's got him. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going with the counter play here. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the...
Here's a little room there. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hammond. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. That's caught. It's Simmons. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Craig. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to scramble. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. TCU calls its second timeout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's small. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs, that's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection, it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming, and it's a sack. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give on the counter. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Miami University Redhawks. And it's Western Michigan able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Now over to your game in Lubbock. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense. And in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got it.
Might have a chance. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The run inside. It's Dickey. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll give it on the counter. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Guys, this has been a defensive struggle, but now on 1st and goal, a chance for the first touchdown of the game. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they wanted to have, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hands it off on the counter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now the play fake. There's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They'll give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it on the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the grab, it's Simmons. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Here's Quentin one more time. There's some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get... Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
We finally get some points on the board. The defense has been dominating the day. Unbelievable job. 3 quarters of shutout football. Now finally some points on the board. Let's see where this goes now once you've created some momentum.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown.
Well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Craig. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. This team has answered every challenge all season. Unbeaten so far, but now facing the possibility of being knocked off. Makes the grab in their space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. On the... Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Bring in the heat. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So the defense has kept them in it. The offense hasn't done anything, but there's still time if they get going. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They only need about the length of the football to convert on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Payne. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Here's Quentin one more time. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody. you